Welcome to another edition of the Music and Sound Retailers Vnewsletter. I'm Jill Nicolini, and thanks for tuning in. We've got an update on what you may have missed at this year's Music China, plus some manufacturers getting in on the rock band craze. But first, it's time to welcome a new retailer to the ranks. That's right, there's a new kid on the block. Island Music Company officially opened its doors in La Plata, Maryland last month. It's a full-line store owned by Nicola Haverstick and Keith Grosso that specializes in hard-to-find, rare, and vintage guitars. You may remember Grosso from the 6 years he worked as a guitar instructor and salesperson at Bill's Music House. The fortune battle of the corporate bands took place once again at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum in Cleveland. Now in its 8th year, the contest crowned Procter & Gamble's The Consumer Republic from Switzerland its international champion. Not only that, but the band's lead singer got the Top Vocalist Award, while its drummer tied for accolades in the category, and it was their U.S. debut. Congratulations, guys. So who out there plays Rock Band 2? Well, next time you do, you might just find yourself using mics from Sennheiser and Neumann. That's right, Sennheiser teamed up with Harmonix Music Systems and MTV Games to include the company's gear in the game's rock shop. Plus, the company sponsors one of the game's challenge events and awards, the winners with a t-shirt you can wear indefinitely in the game. Speaking of Rock Band 2, Ion Audio officially released the Drum Rocker Band 2 premium drum set during a New York City event on October 10th. The drum set includes rubber pads, cymbal pads, and a drum pedal, also 2 sticks for $299. It's designed to emulate a real drum set and is used with Xbox 360, PlayStation, and Wii versions of the game. Big changes are taking place at Loud Technologies. Loud plans to have independent sales rep firms handle North American sales instead of its existing in-house sales force. The international sales force will be consolidated as well. At the same time, the company is consolidating the marketing efforts for all its brands under one team while creating separate, dedicated product management teams to handle product strategy, development, and marketing. In all, Loud forecasts that 90 full-time jobs will be lost by the end of the year. C.F. Martin & Company is celebrating 175 years with its first album release called My Favorite Martin. It's been available digitally since last month, but it's just now hitting retail stores. The album has 16 tracks, many of them specially written or recorded for the CD, and all recorded on Martin instruments. Among the performers are Steve Miller, Nancy Wilson, Roger McGuinn, and Don McLean. More than 43,000 visitors from 91 different countries made their way to Music China last month at the Shanghai New International Expo Center. Were you one of them? Well, if so, then you saw more than 1,100 exhibitors in 6 halls, including 8 countries with their own national pavilion. NAMM was on hand to offer 9 NAMM University sessions, and Remo sponsored a drum circle for anyone who wanted to participate. We'll take a look at what's new in lighting and cases when we get back, plus a new company you might just call out of this world. You'll see what I mean next.
Peterson, the oldest tuner manufacturer in the world, presents the latest and greatest innovation in digital metronomes. The Body Beat is a tactile metronome that teaches you to feel the beat through the Vibe Clip pulsating clip-on transducer, while no audible clicking is heard, interfering with the music being performed. Stop by the Peterson booth, number 5990, and feel the rhythm for yourself.
Well, it's getting close to the holidays, and you know what that means. Yep, time to start planning those parties. If you're hiring a DJ, what gear will we be using to set the mood? Well, how about the Magnum 2500 Hz from Martin Professional? It's a plug-and-play hazer with a large fluid container, a 900-watt heat exchanger, and optional DMX. If they use Chauvet's Colorado, you may want to recommend the new Color Dash Baton. This LED bank system comes in 3, 4, 10, and 12-channel models and can be power-linked to up to 13 units. It comes with an LCD display with password protection and a double bracket yoke. Or maybe you believe in UFOs. Well, it looks like American DJ sure does. Its PACU UFO intelligent moving head spins to create multicolor beams from its 32 red, green, white, and blue LEDs. You can make the beams twist, turn, spin, and rotate, plus add strobe and pulse effects or fog. Speaking of aliens, there's a new microphone stand on the market from Alien Apparatus Company. The Alien hand microphone stand holds your mic in an extended arm that can be positioned without having to make any permanent adjustments to your speaker cabinet. The product attaches to the gap between the amp and the speaker cabinet with a spring clip. Have you checked out the new issue of the Music and Sound Retailer? Not only is it its 25th anniversary issue, but it casts a spotlight on the case industry to see what's new for your stores. Here are a couple of new bags and cases you might want to check out. The first is a new line of guitar cases from Cases, that's with a K. They're made of 5-ply wood and have plush interior lining. But the big news is the graphics on the outside. You've got a bunch of 4-color designs to choose from, including Skull Canyon, Emo Death, Hell's Angel, that's ghostly, but then there's also Mr. Lucky and Pinup, very retro and cool. And for you drummers out there, Music Corp released the latest hardware bag from Percussion Plus. The bag holds 6 or 7 pieces of hardware, plus an additional compartment for your seat and an accessory pocket. It's water resistant and comes with wheels and a padded handle as well. Vnewsletter travels to Japan after the break, where they're putting music at your fingertips, literally. Stay tuned.
This year, Electrovoice celebrates 80 years of making the world sound better. Stronger than ever as we complete our first year under Bosch ownership. As part of the Bosch Communication Systems family of brands, EV is focused on an exciting future, building upon our unique legacy as a pro audio pioneer. Electrovoice is and always will be Electrovoice, a great American brand. It's a great time to be part of the Bosch Communication Systems family, poised for pole position in every pro audio market, with you, the customer, as co-driver. The last 80 years have been unforgettable for EV, but you should hear us now.
Music is getting mobile over in Japan, where game manufacturer Taito teamed up with the nation's leading mobile phone network carrier to create Chocon Classic. The software lets users play an orchestra with their fingertips. All you do is move your finger in front of the phone's infrared sensor to trigger the sounds. Taito says the new software was created to make classical music more accessible for younger mobile phone users. And, well, that's our show. While we're talking about mobile devices, did you know that you could download these shows right to your iPod? Yep. We're on iTunes in the podcast section, and all our shows are also archived on YouTube, so make sure you go check it out. We'll be back next month with more of the news, products, and information you can't find anywhere else.